Hi there guys, long time no see. Apologies for the delay on getting this video done. I've had the footage since the day it was recorded and it's just been fucking pandemonium. Work's been incredibly busy, we've had someone off ill, so essentially I've had to do 2 people's worth of work and I've just been finishing late most nights, so I haven't had the motivation nor the energy to fucking record this, to be honest, but I'm glad that I've got some time now and I'm happy to be doing it again because I miss doing it and I've been meaning to make these like I keep saying, but just delays and things that are out of my control. So yeah, this was round 2 of the Daytona Thursday Night Championship at Milton Keynes. I'm kind of experimenting with this season format. Basically I'm going to try and do intros. I've done some intros on my phone for certain rounds, and then I've also done I'm going to do some outros for future videos, and I want to make an intro video as well whenever I do go-kart videos now, but I need to get some clips together off of my hard drive and all that. Oh yeah, that's the other thing. This car, very fucking temperamental, literally would not start at certain points. They had to do this like 3-4 times. Something fucking ridiculous. You'll see it a bit later in the video. I was genuinely thought I was gonna have fucking trouble on the grid when the race started because it's a grid start, not a rolling start. I thought, oh fuck, I'm literally gonna be stuck at the grid and I can't fucking go anywhere. But luckily that doesn't happen. Spoiler alert, that doesn't happen. But it's just good to be back. It's good to be back. The conditions on the day were really good, as you can see. It was you're going to notice the longer this video goes on, the darker it's going to get, because this was, when was this? This was end of July, I think, was the second round, and now we're on round 8. Is literally, as of recording this, it's 2 days till round 8, and round 8 is, it's every round now for the last couple of rounds has basically been in the pitch black with it being floodlit. There's been no daylight when I've gone there to go-kart now, so yeah. But the cool thing about this one is it is the bus stop and cliff drop layout, which was completely new to me, and it was the first time I've ever done this layout, like period, on this track. I've only done the international layout, which was the first round, and also what you saw on the other videos I've done here at Daytona. So I'll point them out. I mean, you've probably already just seen them, but I'll point them out when we get to them. But yeah, the qualifying went pretty smooth. It wasn't too shabby. Considering it was a new layout first time, I kind of was expecting to be near the back, and I'm pretty sure I was. I had to get the qualifications on my phone. But no, it went really well. And like I said, the conditions were very helpful. It was just me getting used to everything, because I hadn't been go-karting prior to the previous round, I think. And basically now, with how busy I've been, I'm pretty much only going to the championship stuff. I'm not doing any practice, I'm not doing anything else. So yeah, so you take this corner here, this hairpin, and then normally in the international route you go straight down there, but there's a tyre wall. This is the cliff drop. So you do a bit of a sharp turn there, and it literally drops on a cliff, hence cliff drop. And then normally you have quite a sharp corner here, but and you go straight up there where the tyres are, but you do a hairpin, and it's bit of left, bit of right, and it just flows fucking amazingly, and I really love this layout. I especially love bus stop. I just really like bus stop, and I like that every round is a different layout. So tomorrow we're doing the international layout, and I haven't done that in months, so it'll actually be nice to go back to just what I'm used, well, not what I'm used to, but the basic layout. It'd be cool just to have no changes for a change. But no, the qualifying was really smooth. It was really nice. But the people that were there were proper regulars and knew what they were doing. And the only problem with this championship is this is considered like a casual one. But the problem is that they let anyone and everyone come in and do like basically just walk up and do a round if they want. So it's a blessing and it's a blessing and a hindrance at the same time, because the hindrance side of it is that you've got these people that are really fucking good, that have won trophies after trophies after trophies, championship after championship after championship, competing against people like me who are just casual as fuck, and we're just coming in trying to do what we want to do. So it is proper competitive with the top end. But what's really cool is that I get to try these new layouts out, because like I said, every time I've been here for a sprint race or a D40 or just a practice, it's always the international layout. So it was really cool to this season so far. I have experimented with every layout now, so I know what I'm expecting. But yeah, it was really cool to just see what the different layouts are like and see what I like and what I don't like. I will say there's no layouts I don't like. The only one that was a bit iffy was called Link Back. We did Link Back, and I think Link Back and Cliff Drop. I can't remember what round it was. It was either round 3 or round 4, I think. I think it's round 3, so I think it's the next video you'll see. But basically, Link Back is you go straight ahead here, so you go through that tyre wall that you see there, do a hairpin, and then come out around here where I am now. It's alright. It didn't really add anything, it didn't really subtract anything, it just kind of existed. It was a bit of a weird one. So I'm kind of happy if I never do that again. Luckily I won't be, because I will be missing one round of the championship. I can't remember what the round number is, but basically there's only one round in December, and that's on the 11th of December. And I won't be doing that because me and my girlfriend are going to Blackpool literally on that day, and then we're staying for the weekend and then coming back. So I shall not be attending that one. But every other round I intend to attend. But yeah, it should be a good one. I just this weekend just gone bought thermal winter stuff because it's now getting colder. It wasn't too bad the last round I just did, but I could feel it getting colder, so I thought, well, I want to be ready for anything. So I decided to invest in some, because I got paid some wage this month. So pardon me. But yeah, I just was trying to get a bit of rhythm going. I overtook a few people, and then a few people like this guy were just really good. But like I said, it was nice and varied. You had the really competitive professional fuckers. And at the same time, you had the adequate people like moi, and then you had people who had probably never been go-kart before or never done a championship before. They went, fuck it, let's give it a try. But yeah, it was a good qualifying session to remember. I'm just loading up my times now. Let me have a Daytona Milton Keynes. Try to remember what the fuck this would have been. Yes, I think this is. Because the previous one was just a practice session, yes. That was on my birthday. So yeah, so practice session there. That's round 1, so round 2 is pretty sure. Check my phone, because I've got the dates on my phone. But yeah, it was just this qualifying. There's not really much to say, but it was just really fun going through bus stop and cliff drop for the first time and just experiencing it, because I'd heard a lot about cliff drop and I'd heard a lot about bus stop from regulars that went there. But yeah, it was really cool to experience it, and I'm glad that I was able to, because the variety was really cool. Ah, okay, so this was on the 21st of August. Right, that's a bit odd. What did I do there? Oh, practice session, okay. Ah, I see, so yes. Okay, yes, so I have my time, so yes. But, yeah, it was just, it was really, well, the nicest thing about go-karting with the regulars and stuff is there's no ego, there's no arrogance. It's not like they're like, oh, I've won this, I've done that, I've done this, thus you owe me respect and I'm big bollocks and stuff. There's nothing like that from the many rounds I've been there. Everyone's very, very respectful, very, very humble, and I'm just really glad that I've kind of landed on my feet in this this community, really. At least the Milton Keynes community, I should say. But it's oh, and then yeah, the red flag. So yeah, the session got red flagged. The whole fucking thing finished. I cut it for time there, but basically they're just explaining what I've just said. And while we were waiting for this, the fucking my cart decided to shit the bed because I wasn't moving with the accelerator. We found out that basically the reason it wasn't going is because there was no petrol flowing through it, and because I wasn't using the throttle, it fucking stopped. So this poor bugger's trying to fix it for me. Good news is he does get it going again, but it is a proper bastard. Yeah, the face said 1,000 words, but it was a fucker to get running. It really was. But eventually we get it going, and the red flag stops. He did say to me, like, you know, just keep your foot on the throttle, but try not to go anywhere. And it was hard because in the briefing they say don't put the pedals down at the same time because I'll burn out the clutch. So essentially what I had to do is keep my foot on the throttle as little as possible. But of course if you're putting your foot on the throttle and you're not braking, you're going to fucking move. So as you'll see in the clip when it transitions in a second, I am slowly moving forwards because I was moving forwards the entire time because there's nothing I could do. Obviously they were very, very understanding given my circumstance that I couldn't fucking stay still. But I made sure not to, you know, go fucking 50 miles an hour when it was red, obviously. So that was very nice. They didn't penalise me for that because there's nothing I can do about it. The fucking car fucked up. So, but yeah, we started queuing up, and as you're seeing already in the sky, it's getting darker. I'm pretty sure near the end of this race the floodlights come on. Because the end of August and the nights were getting shorter. And obviously, like I said earlier, now I literally come home from work and it's just pitch black because it finishes like 4 o'clock and I finish work at 6 sometimes, if not later. So it's shit this time of year because it's getting colder and the days are getting shorter, and yeah, it's just not fun. So they called me forward, and if you're looking at the grid can hold 34 carts. Just FYI. So I had qualified, believe it or not. I qualified 28th out of 30. There were 30 races on the day. And I'm in the heavyweight category, and I'm in the heavyweight category, and there's a lot of people in the lightweight, so it was almost 50-50. But they put me here, and I'm like, okay, well I'm here. And then they quickly realise, oh, there's been a fuck up. Like, well, they pull me forward here, but they realise there's been a slight fuck up. So right now on the grid, I'm actually last. I'm 30th, and I'm like dead fucking last.
Whenever I'm stopped for too long,
they're just checking my cart's doing all the things. So yeah, it died then and there again. So I'm thinking, oh fucking hell, this is gonna be shit. Because I couldn't just change cart, and even if I could have changed cart, it wasn't in my best interest because the tyres would have been cold as fuck. And it would have felt that each cart feels completely different in replica. Just like if you're playing Gran Turismo and you drive with this car and then you switch to you go from a fucking Nissan GTI to a Mini Cooper, it's going to feel fucking different. So they realised they fucked up, and instead of me being 30th, I actually ended up qualifying. Believe it or not, I qualified 28th. So I was 2 positions higher, and obviously I went over the line there because I'm turning into it and stuff, so they're gonna straighten me up. I didn't want to go over the line intentionally and stuff, but yeah, I ended up qualifying 28th out of 30. And which, in terms of ranking with the heavies, I was.
Let's get line you up a little bit better, okay? Okay, 3 out.
So I was 11th out of 12 when we're talking heavyweights, which is, you know, considering first time on bus stop and cliff drop layouts ever. I'll take that. I thought it was pretty good going. But we're about to go now and we're off. So yeah, I really didn't know what to expect. I didn't really know how the race was going to flow. My whole thing was do not spin out, do not fucking crash, and just try and have a good race and just enjoy the layout. I wasn't really looking for points. I wasn't trying to go for points. I was just purely let me get comfortable with the layout in a racing environment and just get used to it. So I overtook a guy there, and I think I overtook a second guy. So I've got 2 up where I was. It was a pretty good start for me, all things considered. I'm alright. I think there's already a yellow flag coming, unless that's a light flickering in the distance. I didn't really get a good look at it. Oh no, there's yellows. So there's already a collision, there's already issues. So I'm kind of hanging back. That guy, I think. Oh no, the yellows I think had just finished. So that guy got shunted into the fucking tyre wall. I'm just trying to dodge traffic and make sure I don't end up in the fucking accident. So that was pretty good. So I ended up taking the hairpin really nicely in the bus stop. That was really good. I actually liked seeing the dust come up there. And yeah, I overtook another guy there. So I was mopping up. I was doing all right. I was holding my fucking own. I was very. First lap wise, I don't know if I felt proud. I lost it there. I don't know if I felt proud of myself at that point, but I have to say I did feel pretty fucking good, like energy wise and adrenaline wise. I felt like I was holding my own. So considering my car had fucked up the entire qualifying. But yeah, just carried on with it and just kept my head down and just focused. That was literally the best. And as you can see, oh, that's what it was. As you can see, the lights are starting to come on. The floodlights. The guy in front's a little bit shaky. He's kind of braking too hard or too little, and it's causing the fucking cart to swing out like a fucking American muscle car a little bit. And that's the other thing for you viewers, is if you see an armband on someone, that means they're a heavyweight. So I'm wearing one, obviously off camera, you can't see it. Speaking of which, I completely forgot, this is the fucking over 15 fucking minutes into the video. This is the first GoPro footage. So let me know what you think. I did it in 4K. I think just from the preview footage I'm seeing while I'm voicing this over, looks pretty fucking nice. It looks a damn sight clearer than the cameras they give you for a tenner per session. The guy locks up his tyres a little bit again there. I had a really bit of a Tokyo drift there. That's the only downside with my first time on bus stop. I was really fucking shit on that hairpin. I was not getting the speed out of there. I took too much speed going in and didn't get enough coming out. That's my big criticism to memory, but I'll keep observing it as we keep going. But yeah, I'm just keeping pace. In my head I'm thinking, don't make a mistake. Let the people in front of you feel the pressure, feel them breathing. You know, have them feel you breathing down their neck, and make the fucking error. Because if they make the mistake, then you can capitalise. So I'm just swinging it through the fucking chicane here. Did go a little close to the tyre wall there, but it was all good. Really trying to get around this guy. I'm starting to get a bit impatient, but I was like just almost treating it like a fucking Jedi. Like, no, just chill the fuck out, and everything will be fine. Yeah, I got a nice exit there, I feel. I kept up with this guy, and I'm trying to get around him the best I can, and then he fucks up there, and I'm like, I'm going to try and take advantage, but the good defender that he is, he kept the inside line. Forced me a little bit wide, but not too bad. I put my thumb up to say it's all good. And then there's an accident there, and I got past four fucking people. The guy was on the left side, and I took them 3. That was fucking brilliant. past a bunch of them. I think they might have been lightweights, but I didn't really get a good look. But that was good. I remember being like, man, I am feeling fucking good right now because I got past these 4 or 5 people in one lap. That was great. And then yeah, I just kept up the pace. So every time I overtook someone, and that's kind of my thing in general, is I just keep an eye on the person in front. I'm like, let me try and see how far I can close this gap. And it's because of 2 reasons, or it's, well, 3 reasons. It's either I'm genuinely faster than them, they're fucking up and thus they're slowing down, or a combination of the both. It's going to be one of those 3. But yeah, some of the corners after watching the footage, I wish I was going a bit faster into, and I wish I was getting a bit more speed out of. But I don't think, because like I said a couple of times already, considering it's my first time on this layout, I can't really grumble. I think I handled it pretty well. It's just getting used to it. The other good news to mention whilst I'm talking over this, as of the recording, so my next championship session is in 2 days. It's round 8, and then in 2 weeks' time, on my brother's birthday, is round 9, and then 2 days after my brother's birthday, I'm actually going to be going to Wilton Mill, which is where I recorded that Nissan GTR video. But this time I'll be going go-karting, so I'm going to record my first trip to Wilton Mill. It should be a good day out. It'll just be me, my girlfriend's at work that day, and I'm not sure if my friends are coming or not. They may or may not be busy, they're going to see close to the time. But I'm looking forward to doing Wilton Mill for the first time on the karts. It should be quite good. I've got 2 20-minute practice sessions, so I'll do it in one big bumper video, and I've also got paid for lunch, so I've got a burger waiting for me afterwards, which will be a delicious reward. But it's just 2 practice sessions, not a race or anything like that, because I just want to get a feel for the track, because it'll be different driving it in a kart versus a fucking Nissan GTR. So that'll be good. And then it's not confirmed, but hopefully in December, Silverstone's go-kart track will be opening, which I will be I am very much looking forward to, and I hope that opens sooner. It was supposed to open start of December, and I remember seeing bookings. They were taking bookings for it, and then the bookings disappeared, and they've probably postponed it to either end like mid to late December, or it's going to be Jan next year. Because when I went with my girlfriend around this time, actually about August when this was filmed, we got a look at the track, and the tarmacking was done and the layout looked pretty finalised, so I imagine it's just little things they're sorting out. I know they're doing a pit stop style pizza, not bar, I bled 2 places there. I think they were both lightweights, so it wasn't the end of the world, but it's still frustrating that I was like, oh fuck no, because not only did I lose the places, but also I'm now held up in fucking traffic trying to keep up with the people I was trying to keep up with already. So, but the slipstream can be helpful, so it's not always a deal breaker, but we'll see how this goes. But yeah, so they should be building the last of their stuff at Silverstone, which is pretty good. So I'll be excited to get on that first time as well. That's where I go for all my karting goods, and I guarantee that the shop is going to see so much fucking traffic when people go karting, because half of the shop is for racing and rallying and like sim racing, and then the other half is just go-karting. So having a go-karting track at Silverstone is just going to encourage people to want to go buy their own helmets, buy their own gear, and just get into the hobby more, I think. And the Silverstone karting track, I think, has 5 layouts. I think they're going to toy with 5 layouts, which is pretty cool, because this has international, bus stop, cliff drop, link back, and then they kind of combine cliff drop and link back and cliff drop and bus stop. So there's only a handful of layouts. There is a national circuit, they call it, for this track, but it's never been up for booking. So if they did have a national circuit, they don't do it anymore. But the track has enough use and it has enough layouts. But next year, 2026, I really want to experiment with different tracks. So I might just say to myself, hey, I'm going to go drive to somewhere like Castle Combe, and I'm going to stay the night there, and I'm going to go kite. Like just something like that, just to take some time to myself and try these different tracks out, because there's so many tracks in the UK alone. So I'm really hoping to try more tracks than just this. Because don't be wrong, Daytona Milton Keynes will always feel like home, and it's always like the first track. You never forget your first. But I like variety in life, and I want to try other tracks and other layouts and stuff like that. And I have to admit, seeing the tracks in Japan on some videos is just like, oh my god. There's also, I'm not promising anything because I need to discuss it with someone, but there's a guy that I met at the actually, funny enough, at this round we started talking, and we kind of become good friends. We've been to every round except for one. He was on holiday 1 week, and then obviously I'm going on holiday in December. So, but we've seen each other at every round since this one. He did say he was at round 1, but I didn't recognise him. But I didn't have my Green Bay helmet. This was also the first race I'd done with the Green Bay helmet sprayed and stuff, which is fucking sick. So I'm hoping that I can hopefully it'll bring me some good luck for this championship, and hopefully moving forward. But yeah, really just had a great night doing this. It was just so much fun, and after a stressful week or a stressful day at work, it is, even if I get pissed off and frustrated, I have so much fun on the track, and it's really, I'm so glad it's become one of my new hobbies this year. And I'm just so grateful for everyone who offered me tips, offered me advice, who's just been welcoming and so friendly. And there's times where, you know, getting a bit personal, there's times where I do struggle with my mental health a bit, and it's so nice just to be able to clear my head and just chill. And even when I'm having a shit race and it's in the fucking rain and I'm spinning out 17 fucking times and I'm getting nowhere and I finish dead last, I still have a good time. And that to me is a testament to a good hobby, when even in your shittest performance, with the shittest luck you could have, and the terrible conditions that we get sometimes in the UK and all of this, I still have fun. And that's what matters, is that you're having fun and you're enjoying yourself. But I will say, I very much am grateful for. I'm very grateful for everyone's kind words and stuff, and the work. Like I said, feels like they've put an arm around me and taken me under their wing, and it's just been really nice. And there's times where I have held my own against some of the really good guys there. I'm definitely not as good as them, and I've definitely not beaten them. But I've held my own. I've kept up with some of them sometimes, and a couple of them are commenting, going, "You're really fast on like that corner. How did you go?" Like there was one kid that him and his brother, I shit you not, him and his brother. It's in a later video. They are the top 2 fastest laps on this circuit. There's like, we're talking 100th to 200th of a second between their times. So one of them set the fastest time in a race, and then 2 laps later his brother broke the fucking lap record. And he was saying, "Oh, you're really, really fast. Like you've got what it takes around here and stuff." And like, that even if he's just blowing smoke up my ass, which I don't think he was, it's just so nice to hear from someone who's that talented and is a record holder at this circuit, that hey, you've got what it takes and you're fast. It really means the world, and it's so comforting to hear that from someone of that caliber with that much talent. And they 100% have what it takes in the future to potentially become like proper serious drivers, like F1 drivers and shit, because they are really talented young kids, those 2. But yeah, no, really, it's such a nice community to be part of, and I'm so glad I'm a part of it. So I'm looking forward to taking that kind of attitude around the country, and trying the different tracks potentially in 2026. Like I said, it's kind of an idea I'm spitballing at the moment. Maybe I'll try and go somewhere and then stay the night, like a B&B, stuff like that, nearby. But yeah, so like I said, I've got Wilton Mill coming up later this month. Silverstone's probably going to be December to Jan, depending on delays. So we'll see. And it'll be an interesting end to the year, and I'm very curious to see where I end up on the table with in this particular season, because it's not only is it the first season of karting I've ever done, first championship, and I don't go karting every single week because of my work schedule and life just being hectic and busy right now. So it will be nice to see how I come, how I position on the table compared to the regulars. So I'm excited to see what the rest of the season brings. No spoilers for upcoming videos, because I've got all of them done. They just need to be edited and voiced over. The footage is recorded, works. But yeah, just really I had such a good time, and like I said, the guys are so lovely and so welcoming, and you know, offered me advice and stuff. As you can see, also it's getting very dark now. Yellow flag, I think, and then it went away. It's cool. But yeah, it was also dealing with it getting darker earlier, because this is technically season 2. Season 2 starts. Season 2 starts from the 31st of July. Fucking hell. 31st of July to the 22nd of January 2026. So I knew going into the season, the first few rounds were going to be weather-wise probably the best, because summer nights and decent temperatures. Whereas the longer this season has gone on, it's getting darker earlier. Like I said earlier, now I'm just racing in floodlights literally all the time. And on top of that, it's getting colder. And so the conditions on the track and the weather has been atrocious this week. I wouldn't be surprised if it rains on Thursday when I go for the next round. Which, oh boy, let me tell you, there is times where it rains this season, and I recorded it, and it's not pretty. It's not pretty, because I was trying to juggle dry line, wet line, whilst people were racing over the said lines and spreading the water onto others. It was a clusterfuck, but you'll have that to look forward to soon. I'm sure it'll be a good event when it pops up. You can all point and laugh at me being so fucking shit in the rain. It'll be good to kind of get through, not get through the season, but experience the season as a whole, take it as it is at face value, and then just kind of evaluate where I stand, like how good I did, how poor I did, what races I could have improved on, highlights, lowlights, etc. Just yeah, and I gotta be honest, I'm looking forward to seeing where I go from here after this season. I don't know if I'll do another season at Daytona Milton Keynes, not because it's not been good. The staff have been excellent. The people, the regulars, are fucking really supportive and lovely. The guy that I befriended, it was his first season ever. He'd never done one before. He just did it on a whim. It's just really good. So, that's what I was saying earlier. December. So, there is on the 21st of December, there is a Christmas endurance race at Daytona Milton Keynes, which I'm talking to this other guy about potentially taking part. You have to do it in a minimum of teams of 2. It's a 2.5 hour endurance race. It's the international layout. The one catch is you have to wear a Christmas jumper over your go-kart suit. So I will be. It's the last Sunday before Christmas, so it's going to be fucking cold. It's going to be a real fucking cold one. So that is going to be a wear warm clothes night. Oh, the fucking guy caught me. Ah, yeah, that's where I fucked it. Yeah, I remember that. So they were gaining on me, and I fucking felt the pressure, and I just broke too hard on cliff drop and spun out, and that cost me. And I believe that was the last lap, just to fucking spite me. I knew there was a mistake that happened. I do remember that, but I was doing so fucking well, and I think that put me out of the points. I wouldn't have got many points by finishing there, but it fucked me. It really fucked me out of points there, and that was such a shame because I broke, and my tyres were giving way as well. The tyres were burnt to fuck by this point. They had very little grip, and yeah, last lap, and I just couldn't catch them. It was just over. But that was a lesson on pressure. A lesson on pressure. But I could have finished a few places higher. It was definitely an up and down kind of performance because, like you seen earlier, sometimes I would take 3, 4, 5 people, it was great, and then other times just I was making great time. I kept the distance, and then those guys got through the traffic. Both of those were heavyweights, and I just fucking struggled. It was just so fucking hard to keep them off my back, and that's where the inexperience came in. It's pure inexperience, and like I said, first time doing cliff drop, I broke too fucking hard. I stayed on the inside. I thought, oh, if I brake here, then I'll be fine. I just fucking, as you saw, I just fucking lost it. Locked up, and the rest is history. But once again, it was a fantastic experience. Really glad I did it, and I don't have any regrets. Like I said, it's all learning. It's all learning. That's kind of the point of this season, was to kind of just see how I go and where I come on the table, and do I need to improve, and if so, how, and yeah, just lots of trial and error. But that's the end of the race. So qualified 28th out of 30th, and I would end up finishing 27th out of 30th. So after all the ups and downs and the positions changing and all that shit, I essentially finished one step ahead of where I started. So yeah, it is what it is. But end of the day, I'm just glad that I did it, and it was a great experience. It was really, really good. I'm just very grateful, like I keep saying again and again and again, probably boring in tears for the opportunity to take part in something like this, and it's all down to me getting my driver's license and stuff, and just being able to put myself out there a bit more. But no, cliff drop was really good. Bus stop is my favourite, and funnily enough, the guy in front who I befriended, he prefers cliff drop over bus stop. I'm the other way. I prefer bus stop over cliff drop. Don't know why. Cliff drop, for some reason, I always feel like I get the shit end of the stick with it, because I spun out there. There's another race which I won't spoil, but there's something happens at cliff drop, and then whenever it fucking rains, cliff drop is always drenched in fucking water, because that bottom bit that you've just seen me pass gets the least amount of light because of all the shade from the trees. And when it rains, because it's downhill, the water runs down it. So it sits there like a fucking pool. So that's a bit shit. But the video's rounding up. So yeah, round 2 ended up being 20 qualified 28th out of 30th, finished 27th out of 30th, and you'll see my points and my positioning for heavyweight on the screen. And what I'm going to do as of the next episode is I'm intending to make a little table, league table, just to show where I am with everything. And I also intend, like I said, to do an intro and like an proper outro, but I will do that on the future ones. So we will catch up with you on the next one, which hopefully won't take me as long to edit this week. And I hope you enjoyed. So thank you so much for taking the time to hear me ramble and talk absolute bollocks for about 40 minutes. I appreciate you guys very much. Appreciate you watching and taking your time to watch. And I will catch up with you soon. Take care. Bye.